We're back again with some more videos. More videos to help men become better men, right? Help you become better you. Because no one's really telling you what you need to do. The schools certainly aren't. Your parents probably don't know. So here you are. So, someone that might have some similar situation to yourself asked an interesting question. So, we're going to be talking about that on Alpha Male Advice today. Alpha Male Advice, baby! We're about to do it nice. Let's go. So, we're going to start out with one from the red pill, right? So, user Pale Sir 8408 asks, or should I say 84Z8 asks, what do you do before making a woman your girlfriend? Well, first you have to pick her up, shake her upside down, take all her lunch money. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so let's see what they say, right? I see men who say women are never single. They're always talking to someone. If that's the case, should you just accept the fact that the woman you are about to make your girlfriend probably has been talking to other guys and maybe having sex with them before you? Or should you say, fuck it, and never have a girlfriend and keep them all as casual dating because they are always talking to other guys? What I'm trying to understand is how you should deal with it. If it's a red flag for her to talk to other guys while you meet her, then when and why should make her your girlfriend in the future? If she isn't talking to other guys, how can you trust it? Is she telling you the truth? Would it change anything if she was honest about her talking to other guys, or would you still be turned off? If she genuinely isn't talking to anyone, would you only talk to her, or would you talk to other women regardless? It's honestly not realistic to expect a woman to be faithful to you when she isn't your girlfriend, yet that seems to be what men want. An obsessed virgin who is faithful and sincere and doesn't talk to anyone, even when she isn't your girlfriend, but you are allowed to talk and have sex with other women, sounds extremely unrealistic. So, what do you do? Would you make her your girlfriend if you knew that she was talking to other guys or having sex with them in the meeting stage, or would you be against it and expect her to be faithful when she isn't your girl? Okay, that's actually a good question, right? I guess that's why we're going to answer it. So, what do you do before making a woman your girlfriend? Well, if she's a real woman, then being a girlfriend is like a very easy step. That's the easiest transition. But most females are just females. And, sometimes they can be good girls, but most females are just females. You find yourself a good girl, then turn her into your special lady. How to do that? Well, we'll address how to do that after we address what you brought up, right? Because you're saying that if you're talking to a girl, then she might be talking to other guys and sleeping with them, blah, 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 blah. Well, okay. That's one concern you might have, and I think that you will probably get a feel for the type of girl you're dealing with in the early stages, right? If you're talking to her, and you feel like she's just out there doing all sorts of crazy stuff, then you know that she's for the streets and even barely for your sheets, right? But if you're talking to a girl, she seems pretty wholesome. She's not talking to a lot of guys. You just ask her. And if she isn't, and you feel that that's probably the truth, consider taking it to the next step sooner rather than later. There's no reason she can't be one of your girls. See, a lot of you don't have an abundance mindset. You're just like, yeah, one girl for life. And that's not realistic in most cases, And that's not realistic or a realistic expectation anywhere. And that's not even an expectation in most places. Japan, Asia, places like that. Middle East especially, right? So you're holding yourself in a cage of bots that you need to break free from. Yes, if you want to talk to other girls while talking to this girl, absolutely fine. But if she's just sleeping around with whoever she's talking to, how is that even remotely girlfriend material? On your first date, ask her these questions. Why should you have 2 or 3 dates trying to find out what you should find out immediately? Would you consider buying a car? if you knew it had been in 14 accidents and it might just break down on you at any moment? No. Find out what you need to find out on the first date. Ask the tough questions leading up to the date. You know, if you meet her online, ask the questions ahead of time. If you meet her in a different, more social setting, then ask the questions at the first date. Or even during the first social setting, if it seems like you guys are vibing a little bit, get into a relationship topic and find out what's what, you know. I think you'll find out that most girls aren't talking to a bunch of guys, right? There's always guys here and there who are interested in girls who are worthy of being interested in, but it doesn't mean she's reciprocating, right? So don't even let that simmer in your mind. There's this thing that I like to say to people who work for me and even friends around me is, why wonder when you can know? So instead of wondering, gee, I wonder if she's talking to other guys, just fucking ask. Ask her, you know? Be a man about it. That's what you're supposed to be. That's why you're in the red pill community. Be a man about it. Just ask her. And there you go. Now, to answer your question about what do I do before making a girl my girlfriend, I wouldn't say I do like shit testing, right? But you want to feel her out. You want to make sure that she's into you and make her earn her value a little bit. Have her do things for you. Have her cook for you. Have her clean for you. Have her show that she thinks about you, you know? If she's not texting you and stuff, because girls like to talk a lot. Guys like to talk too. I mean, you got a man right here who enjoys hearing himself speak. But girls, they definitely like to talk to someone. They like to make sure someone's hearing them speak. So if she's not doing that with you, that's a clear indication that there's something weird going on, or that she's playing games, like the don't look too needy thing. If you're okay with girls being needy and that's something that you enjoy, then let them know out the gate that, you know, neediness isn't going to run you away. You know, you actually like the warm feeling of being wanted. Let her know that, you know, and she should do it. And if she's not super needy by nature, she should become a little bit more needy just to show you as a thing, like trying to show you because you mentioned that, hey, you're not afraid by a girl who's really into you. So, you know, put it out there. Let her know how you feel about dating, that you see yourself as a high value man if you do. And, you know, she can be your main girl, but you know, from time to time do talk to other girls here and there. But nothing too crazy, you know. Go into it with that early. Because if you try to like be like, I'm a one-woman man, and, you know, 2 years into your relationship, she catches you talking to other chicks, well, that's not going to be good. 2 years in a relationship, you start talking to her about how you want to see other chicks, that's going to be a surprise, you know. No, now you got a whole situation in your hand. So it's best out the gate, you know. And if she's like, well, if you can do that, why should I be faithful to you? Just ask her, does she want to sleep around with a bunch of dudes? 99.9% of her time is going to be no. And then you can explain to her that men are different. You're going to have to red pill these girls, all right? So let's just be honest. You got to red pill them. And then once you red pill them, they'll understand, okay, yeah, so the way men physically interact with girls is totally different than how girls interact with men physically, right? Like a girl damn near gives you a piece of her soul, most times speaking, when she physically sleeps with you. But a man, not so much, you know? And the reason she feels the way she does when you say that you would like to have other girls on the side here and there is because to her, in her mind, it's that soul thing. She's like, I don't want you giving a piece of your soul away to random bitches. But once she understands that that's not at all what's happening, she's a lot more likely to be like, all right, sure, if that's the thing. If all the other boxes are checked and everything's going good and we're special together, whatever, fine, you know. And that's how you have to approach it. Now, with other things, you know, you want to also reciprocate the kindness and the joy. and well, I wouldn't say be super clingy, but test her here and there. If you want to test her, go a day without texting her, maybe. Once you guys are like seriously talking, and see if she texts you, or what that's like, or if she asks if you are okay, that kind of thing. You're just basically doing little things, not overdoing it, just a few things here and there. Don't do like 10 things, but a few things here and there, just to see if she's showing that she cares. Okay. If you say you're not feeling well, had a rough day, how does she try to comfort you? Just little things. They don't even have to be like not testing her. It can just be mentioning things like that, having a rough day or not feeling so well. Anything, just to see how she reacts. And if she gives you all the signs that she's on the level girl, then yeah, make her a main part of your stable. There's no point in talking to a girl for months before girlfriending her up, right? That's ridiculous. You're wasting her time and your time. It's just, what are you doing? Either within the first week tops if a girl is girlfriend material or not. And if you wait more than 3 weeks to make a girl your girlfriend, then obviously you're not that into her for whatever reason. Maybe you're not that into her, or maybe she gave off too many signs that pushed you out of her. That doesn't sound right, but you know what the fuck I mean. So, yeah. If you want to have 10 girlfriends, I say go for it. But never wait too long to make a girl your girlfriend. You can scoop her off the market into girlfriend territory pretty quickly. It's not like she's a fiance or something, right? You're just saying, hey, I like you, and I think that you should be off the market straight up, And she'd be like, yeah, I like you too, and I think you should be off the market. And you're like, well, I'm mostly off the market as far as giving my life or putting my life on the line to protect someone. I'll be doing that for you from here on out for the foreseeable future. But, bitches be bitches, every once in a while. And if you're down with that, we could all have some fun. That could be really cool. You can do that, right? To answer your question, don't take too long. If you're taking so long that you're worried other guys might just jump into her and run off with her, then you are taking entirely too long. Like, what the fuck? And if you're not talking to her at a level that the connection's so strong that she's basically asking you to ask her, or maybe even she's told you that she wants to be your girlfriend, then the connection is just not very strong. And maybe she's just for the streets, or at the very least, only for your sheets. Take that for what it's worth. Get out there, get some girls, make your life better. And of course, remember, also make their life better. If they're gonna be with you and only you and agree to let you see other girls, or maybe all of you see girls together, then treat her with respect. And make sure that she's not wasting her time by giving her precious young years to you. Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? Are you broke? Are you not broke? Are you broker than a joke? Are you doing good? Are you not doing good in life? Well, this YouTube channel's for you. God Connecticut, the host, owner, and badass mofo of GGX Straight Up. Looking good in the neighborhood as always. Welcome to the YouTube channel. I'd like to give a shout out to myself for today's sponsor. Now, I want to ask everybody watching this real quick, very, very brief question. How much did you pay to watch this video? Oh, really? You don't say. Oh? That's absolutely amazing. Well, since you got in on this video at that low price, how about you do what you can to show a little love and support? Hit the subscribe button right now. Just smack it in the face like somebody told you your girlfriend's fat. Only if she isn't fat. If she is fat, just like nod and agree, and then get her on some, weight loss pills and a treadmill. Get her a gym membership. Can't be walking around no fat hoes. Okay? No fat sloots. Anyways, go ahead, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, show some love. Now back to the video. So the last one came from the red pill, but this one comes from red pill women. That's a good one. That's a very good one. And today we're going to be helping out Useful Size 7567. All right, Useful Size. I guess that means petite, because that's the only size around here that's very useful. But petite is definitely a very useful size. Mega boobs, petite body. Let's go. Useful size says, I think my boyfriend acts too femininely. Opinions on what to do. Well, useful size, you got yourself a bitch of a boyfriend. You're supposed to be the bitch, not a bitch, but the bitch. But you're both the bitch. So she says, recently, the guy I've been dating for a few months has been annoying me with the way that he has. I prefer manly men. So was out of my type, but he was very sweet, caring, and funny. And a smart man. I doubt he loves me and does stuff for me. Oh, I don't doubt he loves me and does a lot for me. I just get the ick from him so much lately. 1, he complains and constantly needs verbal affirmation. I'm always hearing him ask, babe, do you even love me? In a whiny tone. Or, do you really mean it when I say I do? Or him pouting and saying, you don't even want to talk to me anymore, whenever I'm slightly busy while talking to him. Why do you even love me? Is a popular contestant. It's really off-putting. It reminds me of a cringy teenage girl. It's only gotten to the point where I have had to set the restrictions on him to only say, do you even love me? Twice a day. And he's failing so far. 2, his actions. He likes to put his head on my shoulder or physically act cutesy, and I hate it. Whenever I shake him off or tell him not to do that, he starts pouting and calling me mean. It drives me crazy when he calls me mean because he says that all the time whenever I jokingly insult him. Alright, well, you don't respect him, that's why you're insulting him. But I wouldn't respect him either. 3, he's really sensitive. Like, he's always complaining that I'm mean. For example, today he told me that he was tired and I told him, then you should go to sleep. Good night. He got upset calling me mean because obviously that meant he wanted to talk to me. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. He uses a higher pitched whiny voice when he gets in this mood, which is way too often and I hate it. When we have sex, he's more dominant and I like that. But he keeps insisting that he's still cute. What? I keep telling him I like him dominant, and he's insistent that he's cute. It makes me nauseous. When he's not acting like this, we are healthy and great at communicating with me. The sex is great, we laugh, we have a lot of fun, but I don't know if I can get past this when this is the other 40% of being with him. He makes jokes about being the girlfriend sometimes. And it literally feels like he is. I don't know if it's past me to do anything about it, talk to him, or if I can salvage this. I try acting more femininely, but it's not doing much. I think he enjoys acting this way, and I don't know what to do. Would it be beyond me to tell him to act manlier? Wow. Okay, look, girl, you got a bitch of a dude, and you're afraid to tell him to act like a man? Listen, useful sides, you need to use your useful mouth. There's a lot of things in this video that's coming out kind of weird, but yeah, you need to use the power of your native language, which is probably English, and you need to tell him in English to be more manly. You need to tell him what you like, okay? You need to be like, I don't like little bitch guys, okay? And you're kind of a little bitch guy. Like, you insulting him jokingly, no girl in my life ever insults me jokingly. That's not a thing around here. Are you fucking kidding? No. Respect is given all the time. We can joke and we can have fun. And like, I might do something silly and she can laugh and be like, oh, that's silly, you know, something like that. But you're not going to fucking do a deaf comedy jam. I mean, are you fucking out of your goddamn mind? You know? Calm down. And nobody's going to be a comedian at my expense, right? Especially a girl that I'm seeing. So, yeah, you don't respect him. And like I said, I don't fault you for that. So let's take a look at one of these one by one, right? All of these one by one. So you got 4 things. You're saying that he complains a lot and he needs verbal affirmation, right? And do you love me? Blah, 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 blah. So you need to look at this from a psychotherapy kind of lens, an angle, right? Something's going on in his life, most likely with his father and mother, where he never got the training, the upbringing to be one of these. I know you'd love one of these, right? But there's only one. But, there's some replicas out there, some knockoffs that, you might be able to find. You need to ask him about his family, because his family is the reason he's this little bitch of a dude, right? Maybe they didn't love him. Maybe he's never felt love in his life, and maybe you're one of the few girls that he's dated where, they've shown any kind of care, right? And I don't know that you're very lovey-dovey. Maybe you'd be more lovey-dovey with a man who was more masculine. But if he's the bitch, then it forces you in a way to have to be a little bit more manly. I imagine he can't plan a date worth shit. So, yeah, that's the thing. The way you approach that is, like I said, start with asking about his family. And then let him know that you don't say things you don't mean. If you say that you love him, then you do. Do you? Because if you don't, then I suggest that you also have that conversation and be like, I care deeply for you, but about love, not so sure. I care deeply for you. Love is something that can develop in time. Just be honest with him. Now, if you do, then let him know, hey, I don't say things I don't mean. And if I say it, then I mean it. And tell him that every time he asks you that in the way that he's asking, it's insulting. It's like if I tell you, hey, I'm coming over to your place for dinner tonight. And you say, are you really going to make it? Do you know who the fuck you're talking to? If I say I'm doing something, I'm fucking doing it, okay? Don't insult me. And you need to let him know that that's kind of how you feel. In fact, now you have this amazing video you can show him, which will directly address him and your situation. Number 2. Okay, so he likes to be physically cutesy, right? Like he's like a little bunny rabbit. In my personal space, I can get, touchy and a bit more soft than what some of you guys get to see here too, right? But he is a cute little bunny rabbit, and that is a problem. Again, this is where you need to bring up that he needs to act more like a man. And again, you do have this video. So keep that in mind as we proceed through the rest of them, that he needs to see this. So let him know that you are a woman and he should be a man. He's a male. But he needs to act like a man, and men don't act like that. Not on the regular, You might catch a big guy being cute every once in a while with his main girl, but come on now. Wanting to be a cute male is absolutely horrendous. Let him know as much. 3, he's really sensitive, always complaining that you're mean. Now, here's the thing. When he said that he was tired or whatever, and you just said, then you should sleep, good night, that's kind of bitchy. Some chick said that to me, or my friend said that to me. I would think that they were upset or something. Then you should sleep, good night. What? You don't just fucking dismiss me? What's wrong with you? You just dismissed him for the night. Like you were his mom, who was upset with him. Mothers don't even put their kids to bed like that. But you got rid of him for the night. So yeah, I can understand where he's coming from with that. But I imagine that's because you're fed up with how he's acting in general, right? It has some effect on you as well. So what you need to do is tell him to stop being so needy. Again, be a man. If you're talking to him, giving him most of your attention during the conversation, and you're doing something else at the same time, it's not like you're ignoring him. Also, as his lady, make sure that you are giving him plenty of attention. We love attention. All of us. Especially from our main girl. We actually need that attention, I'll be honest. We need the attention. We do need that validation, right? We do all these amazing things for you, and we show you that we care. Scoop you up, squeeze you, hug you. Might not prepare dinner, but we'll have somebody else make that motherfucker. We do all sorts of stuff. So make sure that you're showing him that you care. And if you are, and he's still like this, then, well, you do have a bitch of a guy. 4, he wants to be cute. So in the bedroom, he's a bit more dominant, I assure you, he's not, I assure you, he's not dominant in the bedroom. He's just a bit more than he usually am. I can make letters move, baby. But, okay, so what you need to do is indeed tell him to act like a man. Now, the problem you're going to have with this, right, is that he doesn't know how to act like a man. So you have my channel that you can now turn him on to, right? I'm sure as long as you're keeping up your end of being a good girlfriend, everything that he learns here, you'll probably be happy with, right? There's other channels in the red pill space. I would say Andrew Tate is a good one. He's fun, he's flamboyant, he's easy to listen to. Easy person to like and enjoy the content from. And yells at males a lot for not being men or manly or stepping up to take the lead role in their homes and their social circles even. There's a lot you can learn and he can learn from both my channel and, say, Andrew Tate, for instance. So, since I gave you the time of day to help fix your relationship, make sure you hit that subscribe button and definitely share this video with him. Don't just watch this video, absorb the knowledge, and then keep it for yourself. He needs to see this too because he's not going to get better on his own. And you're a girl. You can't train him to be a man. You can like steer him in the right direction. You can like give him a gentle push, but only a man can just grab him by the collar and lift him up off the ground and tell him to stop being a bitch. And that's pretty much what's going to happen if he watches this channel. Oh, the other thing that you mentioned, is that he jokes about being the girlfriend. Again, I don't think it's possible to stress enough how much of a bitch you have. You say you like manly men. My final answer for this, right, is the information I've given you. Plus, if he doesn't start shaping up rather quickly to be a manly man, then go find a manly man. Because if you are indeed a red pill girl and you click, clean, submit to your man, if he's a man indeed, and understand the nature of men that we do like to see other women for physical fun from time to time, and maybe you even enjoy being involved in that, then you will be the ideal female for a manly man. And it would be a complete waste to society for you to be with a bitch boy when manly men are indeed in short supply of good women. With that in mind, you know what you got to do. He's either got to get his shit together, get some muscles, learn how to do shit, or he's going to have to hit the road and go be bunny bitch with somebody else, if somebody else will take him. Because I'm pretty sure you're the only one who would take him. All right, so out here changing lives, doing things right, helping people understand their situations a little bit better. So today we helped someone who wanted to know, what do you do before making a girl your girlfriend? And of course we helped Useful Size on rehabilitating her bitch of a boyfriend. I almost said man, but I don't want to. That's like sacrilegious to say. You can't use that word and somebody acting like that. If any of you are going through anything like this, then well, now through their experiences and through my solutions, you now have answers to problems that you might be experiencing as well. And if you're not going through anything like these two, well then just know that if you see these pop up in your life down the road, you now know what to do. So you have officially been future-proofed from bullshit like what we went through today. Always remember, as long as you're watching these videos, I'll be making them. Share this video. Get this video out. Because we don't want to just keep the knowledge here. We want to help others. And the only way that's going to happen is if you help it happen. I'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, God Connecticut. Veiny as always. With the body armor, baby. What? Oh. See you in the next video.
The people are retarded.